Alright everybody, here we are, we're looking at the LIAN Li Strimer 24 pin RGB extension set. I got this for a review, and I decided to put it in the wife's rig because it matches her rig a lot better than it would match any of mine. So the wife got a nice new set of RGB cables. Anyway, on to the review part of this section. It took me about 15 minutes to install them. There's no instructions that come with it. At least mine didn't come with any instructions. It was pretty simple to figure out, but there was a little bit of trial and error trying to get the actual RGB part attached to the cables that it comes with. But once I got that figured out, it was really straightforward and simple. Just plug in a couple wires, plug in the controller, and you're good to go. The only thing I can say that I wasn't really a fan of so far is the fact that it uses a PCI expansion slot for the controller, and you can kind of see it, sorry about that, right there, that little bitty card right there, that's the controller. And there's two wires that I got ran along the bottom there, and they go into where the GPU goes in through. On the back of the controller is 3 buttons, one that controls the mode, one that controls the speed, and one that controls the brightness. Now I figured since this is a light show and that's kind of why you're all here to see it, I'll go ahead and go through some of the modes for you. First, we got the rainbow effect. That's what everybody has probably seen already, but let's see what happens when we go to push the button. Looks like this one is the fade or breathe, slow rainbow, whatever you want to call it. Here we got a stripe effect going. Slow fade into different color. Slightly more, like bigger, more pronounced rainbow. The stacking stripes that changes colors with every time it drops. That's pretty cool. Stripe drops. This is a drop and stack. I wonder if it changes colors once it gets full. No, it looks like just red. And green. Blue. Guess that's probably white. Solid red. Solid green. Solid blue. Solid yellow. Solid orange. Solid aqua. Solid magenta pink. Solid bright pink. Solid green. And back to the rainbow. And like I said, you can adjust the speed and you can adjust the brightness with the buttons as well. All in all, I mean, it is what it is. It's an RGB cable extension and it does what it's supposed to do so far. I can't complain too much. Like I said, the only thing I'm really going to complain about is that PCI expansion slot being used for it. I really wish it was maybe like a box or something like that with just maybe a remote control or something like that, and it would be nice. I know that in the future they're going to be coming out with GPU ones, so I look forward to that, because just having one set of wires that are rainbow effect like that is kind of weird, because it leaves my normal cables that I had done by Mod 1. I mean, it looks kind of weird having 2 different kinds of cables in there, right? That's just me, but that's kind of my opinion. So I look forward to when they put out the rest of them, so I can get a matching set going in here for the wifey. And I hope that they can come up with a better solution for how it mounts to the wires that they supply with the LEDs. The wires that come with it, I understand why they are the way they are, but they're just really rigid, stiff, and they're just not that great to look at in general. But when you buy this, I suppose you're probably not looking to get the looks from the wire, you're looking to get the looks from the lights. So I do understand why they do it. I would just really like it if they weren't so stiff. It made tucking it in behind the motherboard tray rather problematic. I was obviously able to get it done, but this computer actually has a really big space behind the tray, which made it a lot easier for me. But if you have a tight space behind the motherboard tray, that is going to be one pain in the derriere that I would not want to deal with myself. So good luck to all of you who get this and you have very little room in the back of your motherboard tray, because it's going to really be a pain for you to install these. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Hope I went over some of the points that you were looking to see. If not, drop me a message in the comments or hit me up on Facebook. I'll be happy to try and answer any questions that you might have about them. Stay tuned for more reviews. I will talk to you later. Peace.